Very good. We're on the air. K4PW. For those of you listening at this point, I'm on Facebook. I look under Paul, the letter E, which is my middle initial, and then Wielazinski. I know you all remember Wiel. Just look for that. You'll find it. There's two Paul Wielazinskis, but his just says Paul Wielazinski. That's my son, my youngest son. But he won't have a Facebook feed up, so at least I won't think he does. Anyway, we're calling all sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, and toadies. Please come now. But we're for the radio net we're having tonight on 146.415 FM on 144.240 upper sideband, 50.135 upper sideband, and 223.415 FM. But is there any emergency traffic at this time? There never is. I shouldn't even ask. If there is, they'll call 911. If you can't do that, they'll do it for you. Just make sure to give us your, of course, your name and your address. It'd be a good starting point. Net may be broken at any time for any emergency, unless it's, like I said, moving bodies or helping with furniture or something. For information on our net, you can go to three places. You can either, well, several. On the net tonight, you can go to YouTube, look up my name, Paul E, letter E, Wielazinski, W-I-E-L. That's all you need to put in, I think, on Facebook, and you'll see the Facebook Live video. Or you can go to YouTube at on my call, K4PEW. Put that in the search block. You can see what's going on there with seeing the surface of my radio, so you can see your signal compared to others. You can also listen to stations that you might not normally be able to hear. You can also go to groups.io and look up MJSS for Mount Juliet Simplex Society there, and you can see our net schedule, and or you can sign up for our emails for reminders mostly, and they are those reminders are just for the local nets, etc. And they're a good forum, since we have about 200 people in there. Good forum for technical questions, ham radio questions and support or whatever you got going on. We get a lot of questions and technical problems solved through that net. And also making just for general announcements regarding ham radio or things that are related to ham radio. I already announced the nets. Of course, tonight we're starting on 146.415, and we're going to be starting from the north. This is net number 956. And as most of you know, we're in our 10th year of doing this. This is a long time. We meet every Wednesday and Saturday night at 8 p.m. and also it's Sunday night. That's right, we got Sunday night coming up, which is tomorrow, on 28.415 upper sideband for Michael. That's at 7:30. Michael KM4YRF handles that net. And 28.415 upper sideband. Be there. We seem to have very good conditions recently on 10 meters, so I expect a lot of activity Sunday night. Announcements just about the nets. We had a good time this morning at the breakfast at Golden Corral. I'm considering a change in our normal time of the meeting, the breakfast meeting that we do twice a month too. But I'll send that out to the whole crew, to everybody, 100 people or 200 people on the email list for. Instead of doing it at 8, which seems to be a barrier to a lot of people that, well, quite honestly, can't get out of bed that early. I was thinking about doing it at 10, so we can be like a breakfast or brunch, and still the same price, I think, and over Golden Corral. So I'm going to send that out and see if we can get a consensus on that, and we'll increase the attendance there and have more fun yet. And I appreciate the guys from the Bible Net that were there as well. There was about 26 of those there today too. So it's a big event, big ham presence in Tennessee. That was all good. Also, I met a couple of people that were flat earthers. That was quite fascinating. They weren't part of our group though. All right. Any other announcements I need to know about? Oh yeah, SantaNet. I'm glad you said that, Tony. We have the SantaNet coming up at 7 p.m. 24th of December. I know everybody remembers it Christmas Eve. It's Santa's Net night at 7 p.m. So be there. Bring the kids. You'll be able to hear it here at 146.415 FM. You'll also be able to see it. Some points to come, but it'll be on Facebook Live as well. And was there anywhere else that's going to be simulcast, Tony?
Are you going to put it on YouTube?
Oh, yeah, it'll be on YouTube as well. I forgot about it. It's on here. It's on YouTube. That's right. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on Facebook live, so you can, with your phone, you can be out traveling, do whatever you want. You can listen to the SantaNet with your kids or by yourself. If you have any questions, let us know. But we'll be sending out some follow-up information on when that on the Facebook connection and all that good stuff. You already know where to find this. So, but we've had some good participation in the past. We're looking forward to another good Christmas Eve with Tony and his Santa Net, which is his 22nd year. Is there any other announcements? All righty, we're going to move right on then. This is, like I said, this is net number 956. We're starting from the north, but we're going to be taking check-ins from people who are mobile, not stationary, in other words, unless they got ants in their pants, or first-time check-ins, or people short on time. Please come in.
WY4G short on time.
You sound a little stuffed up there, Jeff.
Oh yeah, I am. But yeah, my voice will go in a minute. I'll start coughing and all that, so I just won't go ahead and just check in and out.
All right, very good. Hope you're doing well otherwise.
Yeah, just taking care of business as best I can.
Very good. Yeah, you're making retirement sound bad.
No, it's not bad. It's just I got stuff to do. It's just I try to stay occupied best I can.
I got you. Very good. Anything else further than that, Jeff?
No, I'll just try to be in here next week.
All right, that'd be great. That was Jeff, and he's in Madison. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Great signal as always. Who else is short on time or mobile or short on time mobile or first time checking?
KK5S.
Hello, Carrie, man. We missed you this morning.
Yeah, I've been a little under the weather all week. I only worked about 2 days this week.
Well, you normally do what, 3?
Yeah, just whatever hit me last weekend, and I still ain't got over it yet.
You probably had the same thing I had, that cold, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit worse than that. I mean, like last Saturday at the breakfast, I was fine. And then when doing the net last Saturday night, I started getting fatigued right in the middle of the net and just couldn't keep my eyes open. And then by Sunday, I had fever and chills all day long and just slept in the chair.
Yeah, well, I think there's a bunch of that going around because I had a bout with it too following that Saturday. So it hasn't been fun.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people that have been out sick this week because of it. But anyhow, like I say, I don't know if I'll make it to the end of the net, so I just wanted to check in and say hello and thank you for doing the net.
Yeah, very good. That's Kerry. He's in Baird's Mill with a good signal, but he's still under the weather from this cold that's been running around. That's Kilo 5 Sierra. Kerry. Who else is short on time, mobile, or first time checking? Hello, Larry. How are you tonight? Yeah, I'm sorry. I said that. For some reason I said Larry. I don't know why.
We're doing fine. We went and had a therapy session this morning and enjoyed it and back home relaxing. So, other than that, that's about it on a Saturday night.
Well, as long as it was easy physical therapy, if that's what you were doing.
No, just mental therapy. And got together with a group this morning and met and worked on a node and an all-star thing, and we had us supervising and heckling over in the section, and all the other two were working. So yeah, we had a pretty good time.
Awesome. Yeah, it's always good to get together with friends and or people you work with. Well, people you like anyway.
Oh yeah. We're gonna get another, I think, an all-star node set up so we can travel and still be linked in.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I don't know how many all-star nodes are around here. Are there many?
There's quite a few. We actually have one linked up to our repeater system.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know which ones were connected and which ones weren't.
Yeah, ours is 43627. You can link into that one there, and it'll bring up the one for the Scare Net.
Ah, okay, cool. I'll have to give it a try if I can. All-Star ScareNet. Cool.
Yeah. If we go to the website, and I think all the information's on there, but I know there's going to be some changes. They've
added probably half dozen more repeaters to the system up around Kentucky, or jumping in or adding on, linking in.
Wow, how many guys are on? How many radios on there, or how many repeaters are on?
Just ourselves, we started with 7. We had one of them's in Fayette, Macon County. It's off the air because of I think some wind damage, not lightning strike, and they were waiting on them to come in. And then there was I don't know, like I said, about half dozen or so up around Kentucky that want to link in. I think there's 1 or 2 that are linked in now.
Ah, cool. Yeah, that's a lot of machines on one node, huh?
Well, they're not on the node. Linked in with their RF. Well, actually, some of them I think might be linked in with All Star.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. Anything else for the net, Mike?
No, that's about it. We won't have a complete list until probably after the first of the year. They're still in the process of getting everything hooked up and figured out and getting the bugs worked out. But still getting the Usenet and you can hear me, and I'll turn it back over to you.
Very good. That's Mike in Hendersonville. Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. Big signal again. Who else is short on time, mobile, or first time check-in?
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo mobile.
Ah, very good. How you doing tonight there, Frank?
Doing good there, Paul. Just, we had the Christmas luncheon meeting.
Oh, cool. How'd it go?
Pretty big crowd. I mean, I haven't been there in a while, but there's a lot of people. Usually is at that one. There's food involved, but all kidding aside, it was good. Only thing when I left, there was just missed it by a few seconds of accident. Cower in a ditch, and another one blocking both roads, but they seemed all right. And the police were on the way, so I was like, okay. It's almost like gonna have to help them.
Yeah, accidents are no fun, especially this time of the year.
No, it's the rain. I could see what happened. It was 2 little cars, and one smacked the other one side, from the side, and pushed it off the road and into a ditch right at the corner there, right in the main corner, right by Wima.
Oh, wow. Well, again, rarely predictable, other than the fact that we get more of them in the rain.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I sometimes that you see some of the tires people are trying to drive on, and you're like, those probably needed to be replaced. But as everything, it's so expensive. But and tough decisions for some people. But it could be life or death.
Yeah, well, I was noticing that today when I was driving in the rain, because it's so easy to lose control of a vehicle. I mean, I just step on the gas a little too hard, and the back end starts to shift around and I've got good tires.
Yeah, yep. I have really good tires for rain, and we get that probably the most here. Out of all the things you can get, we get some snow, we get some ice. Ice, there's not much you can do, but good rain tires probably a good thing for Tennessee, at least this part.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I just bumped the thing off frequency a tiny bit, but I'm sure nobody noticed. Anyway, anything else, Frank?
Negative. Thanks for doing that. Just glad I was able to catch. I was like, it's going to be north anyway, but I'm not quite home, so I'll just be an early guy today instead of a lollygagger, and I definitely don't want to be a flat earther. So it's like, I figured I'd check in now. Back over to you, KB9RKK.
Very good. That was Frank, Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. He's mobile. Great signal mobile. Who else? Of course, he's coming from Lebanon back to northwest Wilson County, so it's not going to be too shabby for me. Who else is who else is short on time or mobile?
Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango mobile.
Hey, very good. How are you doing tonight?
I too am coming back from the amateur club holiday dinner where Frank ate all the food.
Yeah, where it's free.
No, it was a good time. I only heard about the little fender bender there on my way out because I had the repeater on and the guys were talking about it on there. But the meeting itself was great. It was fun to get with everybody. I'll throw some pictures up on the club Facebook page later tonight.
Yeah, that's good. How many people showed up at the dinner?
I think at least 2025, I would think, just a rough guess, 2025.
Wow, that's cool.
No, it's a good turnout.
Yeah, now you'd only get all of them to work.
Yeah, when it's time to run the ham quest, it's like, oh, there's only 6 guys here. That's cool.
Yeah, I know. There's some clubs that I don't know of any right offhand, but I know there's organizations that you don't get a choice of working on certain events because if you're in the club, you should be working on the events if you're physically capable.
True, and I kid. I think we had a fair amount of everybody that helping at the ham quest last time, but we're going to try and get a little more engagement, public engagement in the course of the next year. More stuff on the Facebook page, more stuff updated to the website, etc. So we look forward to that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll grow even more than it has.
Well, everything I talked about is going to be on my plate anyway now. So I got elected to the public information officer. So it'll be if it's not going out, it's my fault.
Well, I'm sure you get your hand. It won't be that difficult. I don't think. I can give you a hand on some of that as we talked about.
Yep, roger that. I will hit you up for that stuff. But other than that, I don't have anything else. Hope everybody has a great rest of the week. We'll talk to everybody soon. 73.
Very good. That was Chris. He's a mobile, but normally in rural hill area. Kilo, Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango. Who else short on time or mobile? All right, then we'll start from the north. Please come down.
Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha.
Yeah, so how's my image looking to you there on Facebook there, Ricky?
Oh, it's looking good. Looking good. I guess you figured it out.
Yeah, it's a little. Well, again, my image on that page is a little different than yours, and that's what messed me up in the first place. If you look on the first page, just where you go to your home page, which again, I'm not familiar with Facebook as much. I've haven't been on it in 10 years. There isn't anything to start a video. You actually have to go to what's on your mind. You have to push that little space at what's on your mind, and then you see the option for the video.
Oh, well, that's different. Maybe I've been doing it so long that they put it, made it available for me, make it easier.
Oh yeah, they give you the remedial page.
Yeah, maybe so. But yeah, it's looking good. Good to see you on there.
Oh yeah, we're just burning up the airwaves and burning up the Facebook waves as well.
Hey, might as well. Technology, use it. It's there.
Yeah, I've also some of my people that would know of me, or some of my shipmates that are on Facebook their Facebook, the shipmates sites. So the last time I was on a couple of weeks ago, there was a few commenting about it. So I know it's getting out there.
Yeah, you can also that messenger. I invited you to it. It doesn't cost anything to do that. And if you get on there, you can go live face to face with your shipmates, and it's pretty handy to have. And like I said, it doesn't cost anything to have it. All you have to do is just, I think, take a couple of, accept this and accept that thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that. And now you wouldn't, I don't want to do that. I got some ugly shipmates.
Okay, well, I'll leave that alone. Anyway, yeah, it's good. I'm glad you got it figured out. I hope whatever I did helped, because it was. I was going to send you in an email, but it kept being there was too much information, and it kept telling me it was too many bytes or something to send. I can't characters or whatever, so I had to keep cutting it down to a point like, well, he ain't even going to be able to understand any of this. So yeah, I had to keep deleting until basically all I was doing was punching the buttons and showing you. But anyway, it might have been enough to get you going.
Oh no, it was great. It's made it simple for me. It's something I probably should have figured out myself, but I'm getting old.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I probably wouldn't have figured it out that quick either. If it was hidden in that comment section or what's on your mind, that would have definitely thrown it off. But I think at one time mine was like that, But maybe because of the fact that I've been going live quite a bit, that they made it easier and accessible for me.
Could be. Anyway, that only stays up there for a short period of time, doesn't it, Ricky?
Actually, I think you have control of it. You can time it and have it to where it'll stay on indefinitely, or it'll stay on a week or two. Or I think you have right at the end of the video, you'll have an option to go back and review it and edit it, and also you can control how long it stays on your Facebook.
Okay, very good. All right, Ricky, appreciate it. Anything else on that?
No, just anybody can hear me. And just God bless you all out there. Hope you all stay safe on the holidays. There's a bunch of crazy people out there. I'm not one of them right now. I'm sitting at home. But be careful out there and be safe. We want you here next year, which ain't far away. So just everybody out there, God bless you. And 73, K4, BWA.
Yeah, very good. That was Ricky, K4 BWA. He does the Thursday Night Net, which you don't want to miss, on Simplex at 7 p.m. on Thursdays on 147 555. So be there as well. Who else is north?
WB0
Yeah, I'm going to change that time for breakfast so you can show up there, Mark.
Yeah, well, 10 o'clock I wouldn't have made it this morning anyway.
Well, I'm giving you a fair chance, and then now you won't have any excuses.
Yeah, well, I don't mind them being early. I've just got to plan ahead, you know. You get to my stage in life, and you don't want any surprises like having to get up early.
Oh, I know. As a matter of fact, I'd set the alarm. I went to bed kind of late last night after midnight. I set the alarm for 7:20. I go, yeah, I got to remember to get up 7:20 and take a shower, my weekly shower. And the alarm went off at 7:20. I reached over and turned it off, laid back down for about 30 seconds. I go, oh yeah, I'm supposed to get up.
Yeah, I've done that. Well, you know, every now and then I get these nights where I just don't go to sleep and try and end up getting up and stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning. Last night was one of them.
Oh, wow. No, I understand. Yeah, as we get older, those sleep habits seem to change quite a bit.
Yeah, the routines change. I've noticed a lot. We were talking to some friends the other day, and we said, yeah, we have 3 meals a day. We have brunch, dinner, and ice cream.
So they're on the same diet I am.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with that.
No, I don't either. Cause I don't eat a lot of ice cream anyway. I used to, but not anymore. I limit my daily intake to about 6 ounces.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Well, carry on.
Yeah, very good. That was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar, and he's in Northwest Wilson. Who else is big signal again by Mark? Who else is north?
KE4TWR.
Hey, did you ever notice any changes in conditions due to that solar flare there, Wes?
It was real quiet on HF today, but I think that was just the rain. Not much power line noise, but I didn't hear a single European station. So yeah, I did notice that Asia was coming in on, so I guess it did have an impact.
Yeah, because we had really good conditions on 2 meters and on both those 3 digital modes.
I don't know if it would affect VHF, but anyway, it's kind of a soggy day. I've got a few things done, but I'm looking forward to some sunshine. I need it.
Yeah, I kind of like this weather as well. It's a nice break, not bright, and it's not too cold. And unfortunately, it was raining, but I mean, it was still pretty outside.
And I'd rather it be cold, snowing like this. Otherwise, everything's good in Possum Town. KE4TWR.
Very good, Possum Town. That was Possum Town West. That's his new title, Possum Town West. Gunslinger from Possum Town. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Who else is north? Ooh, I need a relay on that one. There we go. We got you in there, Steve. K4 WKU. Is everything well? You copying me pretty good? Yeah, I'm not copying you that great. It's not some words I'm missing. Yeah, I missed most of that. Steve, are you copying that? I mean, not Steve. Is Ricky copying it? Well, he's not being. I guess he stepped away. But anyway, no, it's good to have you in there, Steve. I appreciate you checking in. I should have the new antenna up. Well, within the next, hopefully the next week. So I'll be able to hear you even better. Anyway, that was Steve. He's north of Bowling Green, 65 miles north. Kilo 4 whiskey, kilo uniform. It's a big signal, but it was pretty spotty to me tonight. But he's normally has a big signal into me. So appreciate that, Steve. Who else is north?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul North Montreal.
Well, you're back in town again.
I am. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I guess everything go well.
Yeah, I was out in Vegas doing the Grand Prix race thing out there. It was quite the excitement, and I think the locals hated it, but it was pretty cool, I guess, to watch it happen.
I think most locals who have Grand Prix and they haven't had it before, they hate it because I read that thing or I saw it in the news or something. The locals were all ticked off because it was obscuring all the walls and stuff, was obscuring all the normal stuff.
Yeah, they shut down their entire downtown. It's probably enough to tick anybody off. But it was pretty cool. It was neat, but it was out there for a little while doing that. Back here now. I think I had the same cold everybody else is talking about. I had that, just getting over it now, so starting to feel better. Ready to get back out there.
Yeah, I didn't have any fever in my case, and I didn't really have anything super severe, but man, it just slowed me down by 50%. You know?
Yeah, same here. No fever, just pooped. But other than that, just tinkering around the basement here, getting back caught up with things.
Very good. Anything else for the net, Paul?
I just want to check in, say hi.
Very good. That was Paul in North Mount Juliet. Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Big signal from, of course, only 5 miles away. That was Paul in North Mount Juliet. Who else is north?
84 VW, Carlin and Angeltown, Bethpage.
You stayed awake from the C4 FM net.
No, I checked into it.
No, as I said, you stayed awake since the C4 FM net.
Oh, yeah, since I did that, I was in there cleaning some plastic parts and stuff, and heard y'all signing over here, and I thought, well, I guess I better finish up cleaning this and let it dry out.
Yep, I'm with you. Everything going okay?
Oh, yeah, guess so. It got back from Gallatin when I checked into the C4 FM, and literally just made that. Y'all done started it. Time I got here and turned the radio on about a minute into it, so I didn't miss it. Got to check into it. But other than that, it's a rainy, wet, messy, foggy mess out there. I didn't like driving in it, but oh well. I got down there and back, so that's all that matters. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay. I heard you're going to get your antennae up there sometime next week. That'll be good. You're going to check it on the ground first before you stick it up, ain't you?
Checking on the ground?
Yeah, put it together and then set it up on the ground, maybe on a 20-foot pole or something, and test it first before you mount it way up in the air.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. We're going to verify. I always want to verify. Like Reagan said, trust but verify.
I heard that. Yeah, it'd be a mess just to stick it on up there. I don't know how far you're going to have it up. I'm going to assume maybe 50 or 100 feet or something, but it'd be a mess just to stick it right on up there and then it not work. That would be that would be kind of mind-boggling, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I hope everything goes okay and get her up there. I like to hear and see what it's going to do there. You got one more length of antenna in that one than you do on that one you're running right now, so one more element in it. I think it's what, four stacked elements in it on that 700 or 5. I can't remember.
No, it's 4 5/8 wave antenna stack.
Yeah, and the other one, the one you're on now, is a 3.
That's correct. And it does okay, but and that's why I even argue. I've said this many times, but when I was considering buying that 700 way back when, I said, can it possibly be that big a difference for 1 dB difference between the 3 5/8? Well, it made a hell of a difference on both transmit and receive.
Yeah, I don't never pay no attention to those game figures and all that stuff. I look at how many antennas are stacked. That's what I look at. Because they like to fudge those game figures. You know, they really like to sit back, you know, and glorify those game figures, you know, to make them sound like they're doing something special.
Yeah, they don't. In the industry I worked in, there we had to meet certification numbers like a lot of industries, and if you fudged on your certification numbers, you got thrown out of the council, and they prohibited it, you know, to be where you got thrown out of in such a way that you usually paid a fine to the American Council, and they also you got kicked out of bidding on government contracts.
It would be good. It'd take a long time to get back on your feet from that mess. So I don't know. Well, anyway, then I'll just check out of here and let some more check in there. Not hold anything up. Hope everybody's staying good and warm out there and joining in that tonight. And I guess we'll turn it back over to you. So this is Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey up here in Anglestown, Bethpage, Sumner County. And we'll turn it back over to you.
Very good, Carlin. That's Carlin up in Bethpage, Angeltown, north of us. That's Carlin, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. Who else is north? Oh yeah, it is better. What'd you do? Move closer? Yeah, it's a little better, but not great though, Steve. Appreciate you going for it though. Well, very good. Anything exciting? All right, very good. Good to hear from you. Look forward to seeing you soon somewhere. That was Steve again, up north of Bowling Green in Kentucky. And of course, his call is whiskey. I'm sorry, Kilo 4 Bravo. Dang, I'll get it right in a second here. That was Kilo 4 W Kilo Uniform, Whiskey Kilo Uniform. When I first met him on the air, I wondered if it was related to Kentucky Western University. He says no. So it was a bad guess on my part. Who else is north? Over to the west.
KO4 OTB.
How are you copying people over on that on the DMR tonight, Joel?
Man, I heard, I don't know who it was in Smyrna, and there was another station that came in, and all they had were just their, you know, their DMR ID, and that was it. But yeah, I heard several people I've never heard before.
Oh, very good. Well, I guess it was just slightly different conditions.
I mean, you know, I've had this happen before when it was kind of foggy like this, and which was weird because I thought about that earlier. I said, you know, I've had this happen before where I could hear things really good on Simplex, but I don't find it as good as it was that night. That night, for some reason, it was just really good, but tonight it was very decent.
Yeah, it was decent. We had some. It was really almost. And the digital can sometimes be awkward, but it was almost as good as just regular old FM.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, and I made some contacts earlier on 20, and I was amazed at how well people were coming in from Southern California.
Oh wow. Yeah, well, that might be a result of the of that CME. Yeah, CME.
Yeah, aren't we getting some solar flares or something right now, or sunspots?
Yeah, that's what they say. I don't understand all that, but yes.
And it's supposed to help or hurt you. It depends on what you're looking for, I guess. But I don't know how that works as well. But I know I haven't heard any European stations.
Oh yeah, that's what Wes was saying earlier. He had nothing coming in from Europe.
No, nothing at all. But everybody that's coming in, man, they're booming in real loud, about 10, 20 over sometimes.
Oh wow. Well, Europe probably they're not allowing to transmit under the European authority, you know.
Yeah, that's probably some truth in that.
It sounds like a giant socialist system over there to me.
Well, you know, it's moving west.
Yeah, well, they can stay in Canada. We can stay. I think you know, heard what's his name? Vivek. I think that's how he pronounces his first name. Vivek Ramaswamy. He said he wanted to put a border on the Canadian border, a wall on the Canadian border. I go, good luck with that.
You know, I was talking about him today. Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy. Yeah, he's about the only one I like up there. But he just tells it like it is, man. And I'm with him. You know, I mean, it's getting to the point where, you know, I feel that way too. I mean, you've got a far left crazy nut house guy running. I mean, I can't believe what's happening in Canada right now. I mean, it's very similar to California there. I mean, the governor out there, he's about the same exact way. I think those guys are two peas in a pod.
Well, what's funny is, how they tend to, again, I grew up on the Canadian border and I had lots of Canadian relatives, and they tend to look at us as being the oddballs because we have so many domestic problems because we're a powerhouse. Number one, we're a big target that we get, we got our fingers in every pie in the world, and they just see us as like these big, ugly, mean monsters. And also we have all the problems with race, etc. over the years. And what's funny is I want you the next time they see Canada's parliament on television, it's almost 100% Canadian white people.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, it's a different world up there. I mean, for sure. I mean, especially now, it was probably far different from when you lived there. Now, I mean, Trudeau's in there now, so that's not a good thing.
Well, no. Yeah, to be fair, Canada for many years now they've done a couple of things. They've opened up their immigration policy tremendously. I mean, you get on the air up at the Toronto metro area, which was only 90 miles. Well, drive, it was only about 60 miles air miles. But we could easily hear Toronto ham stations up there and in that vicinity in southern Ontario, and that's where about 40% of the population in Canada lives, is in southern Ontario, between Detroit and Toronto and south into the Buffalo area. But anyway, they have, you get on the air there and you will hear, you think you're overseas on FM, but because there's a lot of Ukrainians, there's a lot of Russians, there's a lot of Greeks, there's a whole lot of Europe. They have much more liberal immigration policy, and on the West Coast they have a huge Pacific Rim population from the Philippines and Japan and Korea and Taiwan and China. It's unbelievable how many people are actually immigrants in China, but the ones in control are seemingly not them.
Now, is Canada just letting the immigrants from the border here in there too as well?
No, I think they shut them out. I don't. To go to Canada, technically you need a work permit to work up there if you're not a citizen.
Oh, imagine that. They got some sense to them, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, we've had 10 million people come across the border since this regime took over. It's amazing.
Well, to be fair, and I don't like it either. I mean, unregulated immigration is silly. But to put it in a nutshell, I think it's not because of votes. It's because there's nobody wanting to work in agriculture who was born here. Everybody, so that's why we let in all these people, so they can work all through the agricultural areas of the West, the Midwest, the South. I saw them in Florida. They were up in New York. They were everywhere working in the agriculture sector.
But the population of Colorado is only 5 million, so that's like 2 Colorados coming across.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm saying it's a bad idea because I don't know how you can possibly track all those people, and you can't vet them to see if some of them are, fleeing felons from every place, not just Mexico, but everywhere that gets over there, because they've got people coming in from South America as well as Southeast Asia, as well as from Nigeria, as well as from Mali, as well as from other parts of Africa, coming in through the southern border.
Oh, there's no good question about it. That's how that fentanyl and all that's getting up here too, which is just sick. But I mean, hey, I could talk about this all night, but Paul, I won't keep it, buddy, and I'll holler at y'all down on 6 KO4 OTV.
Yeah, very good. That was Joel, Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor up to West Ashland City, and out in the hinterlands, I'll call it. Who else is west?
KG4ILD, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, Jack. Yeah, I told people we were the separatist movement up there with the hams this morning.
The renegades.
Yeah, we don't like to associate with others. We're like Greg. We don't like people.
Hey, I don't know what Steve did to his signal, but he really stepped it up there. Whatever he did the last time, he sounded really good.
Yeah, I still was having trouble hearing him. I can't wait to get that new antenna.
That's true. I know feel like your hands are tied, but you're getting out.
Oh yeah, look up out to 30, 40 miles. Yes, I am, but up to Steve, it's a little more of a trip for 65 miles.
That's true. Well, anyway, good to see the ones at the breakfast this morning, and I'll let somebody else check in, and I'll see you on the next on what sideband. Okay.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we actually, those people, you know, we actually let them come over and say hello to our group.
That was so kind of us.
I know. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, that was Jack, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, and he's in Donaldson. Who else is west? All right, we had 2 or 3 in there, so I heard Carl because he came in the biggest number there. November 8, November Uniform Tank. Good to have you in there, Carl.
Hey, thanks for doing the net. I'll let you get to the rest of them there. N8NUT.
Very good. That's Carl, and he's in Franklin. That's November 8, November Uniform Tango. Big signal tonight, too. Yeah, really good setup over there. I don't remember hearing you that loud before. Who else is west?
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
I just want to jump in and jump out, Paul. I'm heading to the other place, but I didn't want to try and holler at you on that radio because it's too hard on your ears. Talk to you later. KI4SIB, KI4SOR. Good evening, 7-3 to everybody. Talk to you when I can. I'm out of here. Thank you, sir.
Very good. That was Richard and Stephanie, mobile KI4SIB and KI4SOR. And they are somewhere mobile, moving through Wilson County in through to an undisclosed location, as they say. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Hey, Greg. Yeah, you missed a good turnout of a lot of people you could avoid.
Yeah, maybe I'll avoid that again next time. If I'll put that on my calendar to do so. Yeah, I think the CME must have cleared the atmosphere out of those bad ions. Everything's been good tonight.
Yeah, I was really kind of surprised how good it was. It's even good here, except for between here and I couldn't hear Bowling Green very well.
Yeah, I did not hear him at all. Well, I know like Possum Town was better than usual for me.
Oh yeah, West was a big signal as well. A lot of times it's just not that good, not as good as it was tonight.
Yeah, well, it's so far so good. We'll see what 6 meters and whatnot. What are we doing? We're doing 2 meter sideband or 70 centimeters.
No, 2 meter sideband, 144, 240 upper sideband, and then over to 5135.
See y'all on the next one, KD4 CVE.
Very good. That was Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west? Oh, who is that? No copy on that one. Somebody help me out.
KM4TGS, I think it was.
Oh, it's Rick. How you doing, Rick? Very good. Really rough copy. I got you on the relay, though, and that was Rick over in Ashland City. Well, not Ashland City. I guess it is over in Cheatham County. That's what it is. KM4TJ. Now I've got his call messed up. Kilo Mike 4, Tango. Is it Tango Juliet Foxtrot? Oh, it's KN4, isn't it? Kilo November, isn't it? Is that an affirmative there, Don?
Yeah.
Very good. That's Rick over there in West Ashland City. Who else is, Don, you want to jump in there?
Hey, how you doing, Paul? I'm for Don't Juggle Turtles out here in Bonanza. Man, I am hearing pretty much everybody today. Feels real weakness out there. He's up there in Bowling Green. I had him about between S3 and S5 on my hash. I can hear him pretty good.
Yeah, he was rough to me today. Sometimes I can hear him very well, but I think his antenna is pointed due south, and that puts him almost in line with me. But that may have not been true today. I don't know.
He sounded good, so I was popping the wave of hand, and I'll probably catch him in the sideband and I'm going to swirl out of here.
Very good. That was Don in Bon Aqua with a good signal tonight. November 4, Delta Juliet Tango, and you can look and see where Bon Aqua is. Took me a while to figure out where that was. Who else is west?
KC4TNQ.
Hello, Charles. You sound good.
Yeah, you got a great signal tonight. You're 20 older than me.
Oh, wow. Wait till I get up that new antenna. You're going to have to get a different radio.
Yeah, you'll buy me a speaker, right?
No, I'm just going to buy you an attenuator.
There you go. Anyway, well, good to hear you, and sorry I missed y'all, but had to take a day, man. I tell you, it's been a rough week.
Oh, no. I understand. It's just like on the nets. I don't fuss about people showing up or not showing up because not everybody can or should show up every week or every net. It just, It'd be crazy if everybody showed up at everywhere.
Yeah, I would have loved to have some biscuits and gravy, but I'll tell you what, it's been a rough week, and next week's not going to be any better.
No, well, you mean in terms of weather?
Working 12-hour days, get over 5 hours of sleep.
Well, you're on the road too, and the roads must be pretty rough for you.
Yeah, it's picking up. It's getting to be Christmas time over here, the National West area.
Yeah, I don't envy you at all.
It's all right. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all get on with it. I'm going to call it a night, and we'll catch you next week. Y'all have a good one, 7-3, KC4TQ.
Very good. That was Charles in West Nashville, Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November, Quebec. Another big signal. Really good signals tonight. Who else is west? West or south? All right. Mr. Santanet himself, Tony, here online, and he's got some new bits. So if what you thought you heard last year was something, you'll hear a better and different one. It's coming 24th at 7 p.m. How's that for a little announcement?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, very good. Anything else on that, Tony?
Nope, that was it.
Very good. That's Tony in Smyrna, KF4, KFQ, big signal again. Who else is south? Well, I heard a Sierra in there. Everybody copy that? Was that Larry? Ah, very good. I caught that just enough of your voice to realize it was you. That's Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. I won't ask you if you have anything to say because I wouldn't be able to hear most of it. So, Larry, appreciate you checking in, and thanks for doing the D-Star Net, and we'll go from there. That's Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockville. Who else is south?
Kilo India 4 November Delta.
How are you copying things tonight there, David?
Oh, pretty good, Mr. Ball. Pretty good. How about you, sir?
Doing pretty good. You're a little scratchier than normal to me, or you are at full power, I assume?
Yes, sir. I am at full power at the moment. That's for sure. And I've been playing a little radio today. Got to talk to the USS Hornet out there in California today, and that was my thrill of the day.
Oh yeah, but that's a World War II carrier.
Yes, sir. I was just going to do a little bit of research on it. Just give it in just a moment ago, but I managed to, with my additional station here instead of have problems. I can't talk to you, but I can talk to California. You know what I mean? So I got some work to do.
Yeah, very good. That's David, Kilo India 4 November Delta November. He's in Reedyville. Who else is south? Who else is south, please? Over to the east, please.
KM4YRF.
KM4YRF. Everything. Are you hearing everybody real good tonight there, Michael?
Yeah, I couldn't hear Steve at first, but then when he came back, I could hear him okay.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know if he turned his antenna any or not, or he went to more power, or what he did.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm excited that I can hear him now.
Yeah, well, well, you've got the antenna up as high as it can go without that tower, right?
Yep.
Well, you're going to be king of the dips here with that tower.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the snow to hit, and I'm going to put that tower up. Oh, no.
Very good. That was anything else, Michael?
No. Nothing else, Paul. I was just kidding about the snow and the tower.
Yeah, well, if it snows, you ain't going to be pouring no concrete.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, that was Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot here in Montjuic a little bit east. He's got a tower he's going to be putting up here shortly, and he's going to be better net control than me. Who else is east? Anybody else east?
KG4 CXC, Chris and Royal Hill. I was giving him a chance.
Oh, I understand. How's it going, Chris?
Good, Paul. How are you?
Oh, I'm finally getting over my 7 or 8 or 9 day cold, but doing fine.
Man, I had, I think it's been a month or a little bit over, but I had one that was just destructive. It was 4 days worth of fever, and it was the strongest cold I've seen in a while.
Yeah, this one was pretty bad. My wife was hit pretty hard too, and she said, "This is awful. This has got to be COVID." I said, "Well, you took a COVID test, and it said you weren't."
Yeah, I could have swore it was something worse. It just didn't feel like a cold, but I haven't been sick like that in a long time. But yeah,
it's not a good time.
I think either it's the Chinese or just nature is trying to take out the weak. Okay.
I think maybe either.
Yeah, I'm with you. No, this one was particularly bad. I haven't actually had. I did have that short, very easy bout with COVID, whenever that was, a few months ago. Yeah, it wasn't any big deal. No fever, just some discomfort and just a little bit of problems. But I have not had the flu. This is the worst cold I've had since I had the flu 11 or 12 years ago.
Yeah, so for me it was probably the worst time I've been sick since 2016. I think, if I remember correctly. So it was shocking how strong a cold could be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't even understand the distinction between a regular cold and influenza. The flu.
I think the fever is one of the things, and probably vomiting and stuff like that. A definite flu symptom.
Oh, I'm missing it because I haven't vomited in 8 years, man.
Oh, that's actually a good thing.
I know. It's so fun. I can remember when I was a kid. I don't know how old I was. Probably grade school, somewhere in the middle of grade school. And I had such a cold, I guess, or a flu, that I was hallucinating.
Yeah, I think high fevers can do that too. I remember having a really high fever when I was young, and I don't really remember how I felt, but it was pretty foreign.
Yeah. Anyway, it's amazing what those flus can. That's why you can see why even the regular seasonal flu kills people that are susceptible to heart or whatever problems, and you can see how that happens.
Yeah, it's harsh to endure. It's harsh on the body. It's kind of crazy when you go. You're thankful. It's amazing what a virus can make you feel like. When you don't have to feel that way, it's like, wow, it's nice to feel normal.
Oh yeah, no, it's a nice relief when it's done. That's for sure. Anything else for the net, Chris?
That's all I've got. 73. Take care.
Yeah, very good. That was Chris in Rural Hill. It sounds funny saying rural. It's rural. Yeah, it's hard to say that, so it sounds normal. Rural. Kilo Golf 4. Charlie X-Ray Echo. Who else? I got it. That reminds me. Every time you watch a show on television, there's talking about a small town, like a documentary or one of the crime shows. They'll show the small town where it happened. It's usually anywhere in the United States, but no matter where it is, if it's a small town, they make sure it's a small town. And they'll call it rural, and they're sure to show you in the intro the water tower and the railroad tracks. Guaranteed every time. Anyway, who else is east?
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Who else is east, please?
22 hours.
Nobody else east or anywhere, please come in.
Yeah, I know. Kilo India 4, Zulu Delta Golf.
Hey, how you doing, Kevin?
Doing well. Glad to hear you guys on the air. Glad that you're feeling better.
Oh yeah, no, it's a pain. Being sick anytime is a pain, and I'm not immune to it because I had years of problems with some other bacterial infection I had, so I'm familiar with the pains.
Oh yeah. It's never good to be down and out like that though.
No, well, to spare you the story because I'm not going to tell you, but I was so sick for so long that I had to work through, and after I got through with 20 years of this illness, undiagnosed illness I had. It did get resolved. I look back on it and I go, how did I not get so disgusted? I would be suicidal, but I was not, because I'm not kidding you. It was just horrible to feel sick so often.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's crazy. I guess it just becomes kind of the norm after a while.
Well, it's like a lot of things. You learn to live with, a handicap. I'll just say that's the word. It's a handicap. In this case, I had a lot of lethargy. I had a lot of other problems. It was just driving me crazy. But you just learn to live with it, and well, there was only two alternatives: learn to live with it or not. As I look back, what are the alternatives? You're stuck. No doctor was it. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, I hear you. Well, glad it got worked out though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thrilled. I thought it was and it wasn't always horrible. Don't get me wrong, but it started to finish with about 20, 26 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, it is. But again, there's people who have it worse off than me. Let me tell you, all kinds of people have worse. If you're looking for sympathy, me. If I'm looking for sympathy, you go. I'm looking at people who have it worse than me. I feel bad for them, not me.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Anyway, very good. Anything else on that, Kevin?
No sir, no sir.
Very good. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I just learned today that an old acquaintance, an old shipmate of mine, he broke his leg. He told me. I just heard about this today, 2.5 years ago, which I did not know. I hadn't been in touch with him. And then through the process of pinning, I guess, the leg with steel or whatever, steel. Yeah. Untested iron. And he had his body rejected, had problems. They ended up having to, what do you call it? Cut off his leg. They had to amputate. So now he's got a prosthetic leg. So, and he's about, I don't know, say he's a couple years older. He might be 77 or so. So something to go through when you're old, just the things that happen. Anyway, it was Kevin, Kilo, India 4, Zulu, Delta Golf, here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east or anywhere?
KG4, my thing.
Hey, Mr. Kevin, how are you doing?
Hey, you know what, Paul? I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
Well, I'm doing real good. And when you're over a cold or getting over the final day or two, you just go, this is great.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Hadn't had one in a while, so I'm not going to, well, let me knock on wood, because I hadn't had one in a while. I don't want to push it. But yeah, man, dude, you're sounding good tonight. I went to try to check in a few minutes ago, just before the other Kevin, and remembered that I was on repeaters, so I had it turned down and had to turn it back up. Yeah, it's always something.
Oh, yeah. No, I know it. Well, very good. We're going to see you over there on the 144 240.
Well, I'm going to try. I'll try to make that trip.
Oh, you should be able to do it. I mean, it's still on the same antenna you're on now.
Yeah, Roger. Well, sometimes it's conditions. I don't know how it messes up that way, but sometimes it gets louder when you go to sideband, and then sometimes you can't hardly hear nothing. It depends. I guess the conditions. Yeah, if they play right, maybe we can play.
Sounds good. Yeah, sometimes it goes like, where is everybody when you go over to sideband? I know what you're saying. Anyway, that was Kevin, Kilo Golf 4, Mike, India Zulu in Lebanon. Who else is east or anywhere?
Canadian Park City.
Oh, Stan, everything good?
Doing good, Paul. How about you?
Well, good. I figured out how to do a Facebook Live, so I've been streaming here for an hour, so I hope everybody's upset about it.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
Oh, I guess. Gives people who don't know me, they give a chance to say I am, but also gives people who do know me to say, no, I'm not watching it tonight.
Okay, Paul. I won't hold you up. Back to that Canadian Park City.
Yeah, very good. That's Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel, Quebec Echo. That's Stan. He's in Lebanon as well. Who else is any place? Anywhere? North, south, east, or west? Lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers. Where's my list? Flat earthers and preppers. Scanner listeners, of course, they have to email me or something.
I got a flat earth question.
Yeah, go ahead. By the way, I had a flat earth guy stop me at breakfast this morning.
Lucky you. Hey, are you guys doing 220 tonight?
Yes, 223-415. It'll be right after we finish up with this, and then the 2-meter upper sideband, which shouldn't take but about 2 minutes, and then over to 6 meters, and then to 223-415.
Okay, perfect. I got out another receiver. I'm going to see what I can hear, but I will not be able to transmit. All right, appreciate it. KE4, what you did.
Yeah, very good. Need a transverter, man.
Yeah, I'll get on it.
That was Wes with a slight question. Anybody else? Please come down. All right, we had a big 20. I think that is 25. 26, 27, 20. We had 29 check-ins tonight. Record number of recent. That's about almost 40 or 50% over some of the nights we've had where we had 16 or 15 or 18 or 19. So that was great to have everybody in there. We're going to go right over, unless I hear a complaint or swear words, over to 144.240, 144.240 upper sideband. All right, that's where we're going. K4 PW. All right. Nobody would have noticed, but I just did something stupid on the radio. I said, had to push the tuck, push down. I was trying to change it wouldn't let me change anything on the radio because I had my thumb stuck down on the push to talk. All right. This is K4PW with the net here on 144.240. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come in.
WB0
Okay, hold on. We had Mark in there. Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar. We also, I believe, I heard. I know I heard. Who did I hear in there? Oh, I heard. I heard Carlin in there. That's who I heard. Carlin was in there, and who was there? Somebody else? No, I guess not. So we had Carlin up in Beth's page, and we had Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar in Northwest Wilson. Who else? That's by the way, that was Kilo Delta for Victor Uniform Whiskey, Carlin. Who else? Both good signals. Who else is north or west?
November 4, Delta Juliet Tango.
Ah, very good, Don. How much power are you running over there?
Just 100 watts.
Yeah, it's a big signal for 100 watts.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you sound pretty good too. The audio is a little muffled though. Maybe compression a little too high.
It might be. I don't think I have it set higher than what the default. I think the default was 50.
Okay, it just sounds a little muffled. Maybe just the mic.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'll figure that out. That was Don in Bon Aqua. Who else is west? All right, I had 2 in there, but Greg 1, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch with a big signal. Who was the other?
Kilo 4 Alpha Lima.
Hello, Al. How you doing? How you doing, Alan?
Oh, not too bad. Internet's kind of skippy, so I'll keep it short. Kilo 4 Alpha Lima.
Very good. You have to jump in again sometime. I saw a web today. It's a guy he's a red-haired, skinny 747 pilot who's got his own page on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to chat with you about that.
Yeah, or I'll send you the link or something so you know which guy I'm talking about. He's pretty good. He's fun to listen to, but I just noticed him today. Anyway, that was Alan, Kilo 4 Alpha Lima. He's got the remote base here in Hermitage, and he lives in Alexandria and travels around the world. He uses the remote base to check in when he can when he's overseas. Who else is any place? Well, we're still working on west.
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor.
Very good, Jack. You sound good. Was everybody else sounding pretty good to you?
Yeah, everybody sounded good.
All right, very good. That's Jack, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor in Donaldson. Who else is west? South.
K4 Q.
Very good. You sound good in there, Tony. That's Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. Who else in Smyrna? Who else is west or south? Or east?
KM4YRF.
Very good. Michael, you sound big numbers, of course, being 2 miles away. I need an attenuator for you. That was Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is west? Or east, I mean?
CXE.
Let's see, that would be Chris. I only caught part of that, but I knew who that was. That was Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, and that's Chris here in Rural Hill. Who else is east?
Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu.
Man, you sound huge out there, Kevin. I mean, your signal, that is, nothing else.
Roger.
Very good. That's Kevin, Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu with a good signal from Lebanon. And who else is? It sounds as good as some of the others that are even farther, closer. Who else is east? Boy, who is the KI4 station?
KI4 ZDG.
Oh, okay, very good. That's Kevin, Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf. There was a double and I didn't catch the end of it. With a good signal. Who was the other party?
KM4HQE.
Very good. KM4HQE. You sound good, Stan. We have good conditions again tonight on the 2-meter upper sideband. Anybody else east or anywhere? Well, very good. I guess rainy and cold nights help the numbers go up. We had 12 in here tonight. Is there anybody else? Please come now. All righty. Well, then we're going to move right over to 50.135 unless I hear somebody complain. All right, 50.135 it is. All right, K4PEW on 50.135. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come now. Anybody north, please come now. Anybody west, please come now. Man, conditions went in the toilet there, Jack. Wow. I'm just going to buy an amp from now on, maybe 1,500 watts. That was Jack, Kilo Go 4, India Lima Victor. Who else is west or north? Man, it's amazing. Your signal's huge compared to Jack's, Greg.
Yeah, you sound good. Another quiet band. Every band has been quiet across the board tonight with pretty good propagation. Not ever do hear Jack, so I'm not even, I don't know.
Yeah, very good. The Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo, and it's, of course, Greg in Antioch. Who else is west? Or south? Any relays? I thought I heard something in the distance there. No, not hearing a thing. Go west or east? Okay, I heard Stan, Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else was in there? Man, you are really quiet compared to some of the others, Mike. Are you doing anything different?
No, I think I'm going to have to do some working on that.
Okay, very good. What's up, Greg?
Was that Mike?
Yes.
See, I haven't heard him hardly. Last week I could barely hear him. Tonight I hear him not at all. So did he change something? Internal or something?
No, I think he's got a problem with a switch or a cable or something. He was going to try to investigate that.
The same one he's been talking about for spring?
Yeah, that same one he's been working on about a year, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Yeah, he's doing well with radio, 84 CD.
Yeah, that's why they put the automatic power down on radios to protect themselves from people like him and me.
I couldn't possibly be guilty of anything like that.
No, of course not. No, not like people like you. There's no question about it. Who else is any place, anywhere? Please come down. All right, very good. I got two people in there. I got Chris, Kilo Golf for Charlie X-Ray Echo, and Rich, I heard you're real fine in there, Kevin. Very good. Yeah, it's not a real big signal, but I am able to copy it. All right, very good. That was we had Chris in there, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo in Rural Hill, and we had Kevin in there from Lebanon, Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu. Anybody else east or anywhere?
Yeah, 4 DDT.
Very good. Got you in there, Kevin. You sound great. What are you using for an antenna on 50.135?
What was that question?
I said, which antenna are you using now?
Just it's a 50 million antenna.
Oh, yeah, that's at end-fed half wave, I think it is.
Yeah, I believe so. It does look good on the lower band.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Well, so 6 is tough sometimes on some of the, like I have a dipole that's, oh gosh, it's good for up through 80, or down through 80 up, but it doesn't do well on 6 meters or 10.
Yeah, this looks it's pretty good on 6, 10. Then I guess once you get up that 40, it starts to be pretty high SWR.
I got you. Well, very good. That was Kevin here, Mount Juliet, Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf. Who else is any place, anywhere?
Kilo 4 Alpha Lima.
Hey, there you are, Ellen. Everything. Are you going from the remote base, I take it?
Yeah, and the internet has just been very, very spotty for some reason. I'm barely able to make that connection.
Oh, well, you got a big connection here. I'm telling you. It feels like you're next door.
Okay. Is the audio skipping at all?
Not to me, no. It's solid. Like I said, it's just like you're talking on FM right at the moment.
Okay, very good. Yep, let's it must do okay on transmit. On receive, it's very skippy. It happens this time of night when everybody's on the internet.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'm with you. I guess we need to have better high-speed networks, huh?
Yeah, well, actually, it's high speed. It's just that there's a lot of packet loss.
Yeah, I get it. No, there's a lot of traffic, and I've seen that happen myself.
What's the 220 frequency that y'all use?
223.415.
Okay, I'll see if I can find you guys there when you switch.
All right, very good. We look forward to it. That was Alan. I don't know where you are tonight, but your Kilo 4 Alpha Lima is connected. Where are you now, if you don't mind me saying? I guess he minds me saying he went away. It's Kilo 4 Alpha Lima, some remote location. Well, anybody, any place, anywhere? Well, very good. We had 9 people on 50.135. We had 12 people on upper sideband on 144.240, and we had 29 people on 2 meter FM. So it was a big night. We're going over to 223.415, where we're going to have probably 30 or 40 people. So yeah, just hold on to your pants. K4, your britches, excuse me. We're in Tennessee. It's K4PW. Closing the net.